All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into a really pivotal dream sequence. And look, this is one of those dreams it's not really about sleep, you know? It's about a character's entire world just completely shattering and then being reborn. So let's jump right in and begin the fall.
So it all kicks off with this one single, incredibly disorienting feeling. We're just plunged right into this endless free fall. It's the kind of journey that feels like it has no beginning and, you know what's even scarier? No end in sight.
And you've got to understand, this isn't just a physical fall. No way. This is a deep psychological crisis. I mean, think about it. This is a boy who loved to climb. His whole identity, his whole sense of self was tied up in his agility, his freedom. So this endless drop, it's literally the shattering of his entire world. It's him coming face to face with just absolute helplessness.
And this is where the dream gives us this really powerful, just gut-wrenching metaphor. He remembers this little clay figure of himself, dressed in his own clothes, being thrown from a roof and just shattering. And, this isn't some random image. It's a direct symbol of his own body and his deepest, darkest fear, that he's the one who's now fragile, broken, maybe even irreparable.
So just when Bran is holding on to that one thing we all think we know about dreams, that you always wake up before you hit the ground, a voice whispers out of the darkness, and it just completely pulls the rug out from under him. It plants this seed of doubt, this terrifying question that challenges everything. And if you don't, what if the rules just don't apply this time?
And that one question, well, it changes absolutely everything. The whole crisis starts to shift because with that voice comes a guide, a mentor figure who's about to reframe this whole terrible ordeal, not as an ending, but, believe it or not, as a beginning.
And this right here just perfectly lays out the core conflict of the whole dream. You've got the student versus the teacher. On one side, you have Bran's perspective, right? It's totally grounded in fear, in logic, and what he thinks are his limitations. He just says, I can't fly. But then on the other side, you have the crow, pushing back with this simple but really profound wisdom. It's not just asking a question, it's a challenge. How do you know? Have you ever even tried?
So you see what's happening, right? The very idea of flying is being completely redefined here. The crow isn't talking about flapping wings and taking to the sky. No, it's introducing a totally new concept. We're talking about a profound mental, even spiritual transformation. A whole new way of seeing and knowing the world. And the paradox is, it could only ever begin with this terrible fall.
And then, bam, out of nowhere, the dream is pierced by the root cause of all this trauma. This shining golden face appears in the mist. It's the memory, the exact moment his old life ended, along with those chilling words that sent him falling in the first place. The things I do for love.
But this guide, the crow, it's not sentimental at all. It is forceful. It absolutely refuses to let Bran get stuck, to dwell on that past trauma. In fact, it physically pecks the memory away, shrieking at him. And in doing so, it's teaching him this incredibly vital lesson. If you're going to embrace this new future, you have to let go of the pain that defined your past. You don't need it anymore.
Okay, so letting go of that one memory, it opens the floodgates to something far more overwhelming. Now we're entering the real ordeal of this journey, this all-seeing glimpse of the entire world. And it is both beautiful and absolutely terrifying.
And again, there is zero coddling from this mentor. The crow's command is just 2 words, but they're so sharp, so forceful. Look down. It's literally forcing Bran to confront this huge, complex reality that he is now a part of, whether he feels ready for it or not.
And what he sees, my God, it's staggering. It's like this entire tapestry of his world just unfolds beneath him. He sees his home, Winterfell, but like an eagle would see it. He sees his family, scattered and in terrible peril, his mother on a ship, staring at a bloody knife, his father pleading with a king, his sister surrounded by these dark, ominous shadows. And his vision just keeps going, all the way across the narrow sea, where dragons are beginning to stir. And then, even further, north of the wall.
But the vision isn't done. It culminates in the most terrifying sight of all. He's forced to look past the wall, beyond what they call the curtain of light at the end of the world, and he looks deep, deep into the heart of winter. And what he sees there is so horrifying, he just cries out. The tears literally burn his cheeks. This is the real threat.
And that terrifying vision, it all leads to this moment.
The ultimate turning point of the whole journey. After seeing the state of the world, after seeing the true threat that's looming, Bran is presented with one final, life-altering choice.
In this moment of just pure terror, he doesn't draw his strength from the crow. He finds it inside himself. He remembers something his father told him, this conversation they had about fear and bravery, and it clicks. He realizes that being afraid doesn't make you a coward. His father's voice comes back to him. That is the only time a man can be brave. It's the prerequisite for courage.
And there it is, the choice. Laid out in the starkest, most brutal terms possible by the three-eyed crow. Fly or die. There's no middle ground, no time to hesitate, no other option on the table. He either accepts this new reality and flies, or he will be completely consumed by death.
And he chooses, he accepts. In this incredible act of pure will, pure courage, Bran just spreads his arms and he flies. These unseen wings drink the wind, and that whole world of ice and death just shrinks away beneath him. It is a moment of pure, absolute transcendence.
But, every flight has to come in for a landing. So now we're going to transition from those incredible, soaring heights of the dream right back down to the stark, harsh reality of the waking world. It's time to see the consequences of this whole journey.
And let me tell you, the return is not gentle, it's violent, it's jarring. There's this sharp, blinding pain as the crow pecks him on the forehead, and the dream just rips away like a veil. Suddenly he's back. He's in his body, in his tower room, and the whole world just erupts with the sound of a serving woman shouting, "He's awake! He's awake! He's awake!"
And the aftermath is it's so strange and it's terrifying. He can feel this burning, this phantom pain right on his forehead where the crow struck him. But when he touches it, there's no wound. And then comes the devastating physical truth. He tries to get out of bed, tries to move, and nothing happens. His body just won't respond. The fall? It was real.
And yet, something inside him has fundamentally changed. When his direwolf, who's gotten so much bigger, lands on his legs and he feels absolutely nothing, there's no panic. Instead, there's this calm acceptance, this newfound wisdom. And it's in this moment that he finally names his companion. He calmly says, his name is Summer. It's this incredible symbolic act, right? Choosing warmth in the face of everything he now knows is coming.
And this is why it all happened. The crow's final words from the dream just echo in his mind, and they're the reason for everything. The reason for the fall, for the flight, for the terrifying vision. He had to live. He had to learn to fly, because winter is coming. And with that, we're left with the real question, aren't we? What exactly did he see deep in the heart of winter? And now that he's awake, what is he supposed to do about it?